Hi guys, this is an informative video relating to the Q&A focus batch. The Q&A focus batch for which we have gone ahead and done the pre-booking. We have launched the pre-booking today and the batch will be available. The Q&A focus batch will be available from the 1st of August in 100% English, and Hindi and English mixed batch will be available from 15th of August. 1st of August onwards, English batch, and 15th of August onwards, the Hindi batch will be available. Now, sir, what do we go ahead and do in the Q&A focus batch? Many students go ahead and tell me, sir, what do we actually do in the Q&A focus batch? Can you please go ahead and tell us? See, in the Q&A focus batch, first of all, I go ahead and use my chart book. The chart book, which is approximately 101 pages ka our summary material which is there. Actually, we go ahead and call it the chart book because everything is in chart format. Mostly, ठीक है, and we go ahead and use the chart book and quickly understand one chapter. For an example, if I go ahead and tell you the GST introduction overview and administration ka chapter is over here, this chapter will quickly revise approximately in 15 to 20 minutes. We'll go ahead and quickly revise this chapter. Then at the end of the chapter, I'll tell you what kind of a grading this chapter deserves. Might be a C grading or a B graded chapter or an A graded chapter. Along with that, I also tell you approximately how much mark we can expect out of this chapter, and I also go ahead and tell you what are the main important areas to focus in the chapter. ठीक है? So we go ahead and do the quick recap of the chapter. I'll tell you once again, we only do a quick recap or a quick revision. It is not a conceptual understanding of batch. It's a quick recap which you go ahead and do of the chapter. Approximately all the chapter ka quick recap, quick revision we do in 20 to 25 hours. ठीक है sir, done. Now, so for an example, we go ahead and revise the first chapter. After we are done with revising the first chapter, I go to the Q&A material. My Q&A material which is there, the Q&A compiler, approximately 750 pages ka Q&A compiler is there. Sir, in the Q&A compiler, what do we have? In the Q&A compiler, for every chapter, section wise, I have gone ahead and bifurcated, and I have gone ahead and given you section wise, area wise, I have gone ahead and bifurcated and given questions in every chapter. Along with that, I have also gone ahead and given you MCQs with reasoning. So for an example, this chapter number 1. In chapter number 1, we have approximately 20 question, and not approximately, we have 20 question and 23 MCQs which are there. So will you go ahead and sir discuss all the question? Will you go ahead and discuss all the MCQs? Baba, in the questions, approximately some question I go ahead and tell the student that you write, and then we'll compare. Then after we are done with some questions ka writing, I also go ahead and discuss some questions which are similar kind of question, easy question, not very important kind of question. Those questions I tell the student to do it as homework. But approximately 70 to 80% of the Q&A material I go ahead and either discuss in the class, or I go ahead and tell the students to write the answer, and we go ahead and compare the answers also. Done sir. So we go ahead and discuss the writing techniques also in the class. ठीक है sir, done. After that, after we are done with one chapter ka question answer, I go ahead and discuss that chapter related some MCQs in the class also. Baba, which are the some good MCQs which I find, I go ahead and discuss in the class itself. Done sir. So that way, first we go ahead and revise the chapter quickly, then we go ahead and solve the question answers of the chapter, then we go ahead and discuss the MCQs relating to the chapter. Also, the MCQs in my book and the question answers in my book are completely amended and updated for your November 23 exam. May 24 students also can definitely very well go for the Q&A compiler. Some one little amendments will come. We'll be going ahead and providing the amendments later on YouTube. Done sir, point is clear. Now, so sir, this point is clear that first we'll revise the chapter, then we'll solve the question answers, and then we'll discuss the MCQs. ठीक है sir. But sir, for whom is this batch relevant? This batch is relevant only for those students who have either studied their IDT at least once. If they have not done self-study, Baba, don't go for it. If you have not gone ahead and studied IDT before, I will not recommend that you go for the batch, because conceptual understanding is very important. So if you are a student who have gone ahead and studied at least IDT once before yourself, might be you have taken some other teacher ka classes, might be you have taken my classes long back, now you want to quickly brush up the concept, solve question answers with me, then also you can go for this batch. Completely amended revision, completely amended question answers will be provided. Done sir, point is clear. Now sir, supposingly, I have taken the current batch, which is ongoing batches which were there, sir. The batches which got over very recently. Baba, if you have taken our regular batch, then you don't need these classes at all. The Q&A focus batch, you don't need if you have gone ahead and taken our regular batches, which were the recent recording. Previous recording, if you have taken and you feel you want to recap, revise, then Baba, you can go for this batch. But currently, the ongoing batches which have just now got over, the Regular batch, the students who are taken don't need this batch because regular class may have discussed the question answers also. I have discussed the MCQs also. The fast tracker student, if they feel that after going ahead and studying in the class, they still want to go ahead and solve more question answers. They want to solve question answers with me. They want to discuss MCQs with me. Then Baba, you can go for this batch. Done, sir. Point is clear. Or if a student has gone ahead and studied IDT before, himself or some other teacher want to recap the concept, want to solve question answers with me, want to solve some MCQs with me, then Baba, definitely you can go for this batch. This batch, trust me, is going to give you a lot of confidence. Done, sir. Sir, from when the batch is available? The batch is available from 1st of August. Trust me, a student who will revise properly, solve question answers properly, do the MCQs properly, no one can stop him from getting very good marks. Baba, I've seen those students who have gone ahead and got 70, 80 just by going ahead and revising properly. Means they have studied IDT before, revised properly, solved some question answers. Baba, also done written practice and they have scored very well. So, all the best guys. I'll go ahead and close my video over here. I hope this video was helpful in going ahead and giving you information about the batch. Some demo videos I'll go ahead and upload so that you can see those demo videos and make a conscious decision whether to go for the batch or not to go for the batch. Whether are you able to be benefited or not be benefited, you can decide out of the demo videos. Done, sir. Point is clear. Also, I would like to add one more point. Just like how I go ahead and tell you after every chapter ka revision, which are the important areas. After we are done with the question answers also, every chapter ka question answers once I am done, I go ahead and also tell the student that okay, this chapter number 1. In chapter number 1, ठीक है, this question number 3 you can go ahead and do. This is a good question. ठीक है, sir. Question number 10 which is there might be 1 mark, one question can be asked. You can go ahead and do like that. We go ahead and tell at the end which are the important questions also which a student should be doing it properly. Done, sir. Point is clear. With this, I'll go ahead and close my video over here. All the best, guys. Love you all. Other than that, if you still have any query, you can definitely drop me a message on 7259 and I am always there to help. Love you all. Take care. Bye, guys.